Introducing, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 70.5 kilos. Trained at the Sydney Wetch Martial Arts Gym under Luke Martin. He has a perfect fight record of a 1 fight, 1 win. Hailing from Coogee in Sydney, this is Jordan Thomas. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 70.6 kilos, trained at Team Compton Training Centre under Steve Compton. He has 1 fight win, 1 loss, hailing from Brisbane, Queensland. This is the Street Buddha, Dom Ma Pham. And with the action begins, your referee, Phil Cassidy.
First assignment for Phil Cassidy on our main card here at Eternal 77. It's Jordan Thomas fighting out of the blue corner. Dom Ma Pham in the black with red trim. Tenir Nathan cage slide with Blake Richardson, presenting company black.
Great to be here, and I mean, the boys wasting absolutely no time. Dom, the Street Buddha, coming out, taking center cage, landing some shots. Nice little elbow over the top there. And here we find Dom where he likes to be, up against the cage. Trying to implement some of that smothering grappling technique.
Tonight's matchup proudly presented by proper number 12 Irish Whiskey. What a way to start our main card here at the Southport Shark Sports Club.
One thing I'm always on the lookout for is whenever I see these fighters come out, I'm always looking for the little adjustments, whatever they've been working on in the gym. And just there I've seen Dom, he's pressured up against the cage. He's got that great head position as he always does, but now he's landing some vicious shots over the top. He knows where Jordan's head is, and boom, he's landing those shots. So always nice to see some new tools inside the Eternal cage.
Well, stylistically, this is a matchup that 5 fans have looked forward to since this bout was announced. Blue belt Jordan Thomas, an extensive background in striking, a 2-time kickboxing Australian and a New South Wales champion. And you match those up against the credentials of Dom Ma Pham, who's a BJJ brown belt.
Showing it now.
And a multiple-time Pan Pacific and Queensland state champion, over 50 gold medals in BJJ. Blake, we're seeing that come through here in round 1.
Yeah, he almost locked up a crucifix there, but Jordan was a little bit wise to it. Didn't want to get too comfortable there, but he finds himself in bottom half guard with a dangerous Street Buddha on top of him. Again, remember, Jordan Thomas has 3 triangle choke finishes. But Dom Ma Pham said in the fight of meetings, he knows he likes to submit people off his back, so he's very aware, happy to stay here and land some damage, it seems.
Great position for Dom.
But as I say that, he's looking for it.
Oh. Elbow sneaking through the middle from Ma Pham. You said it, Blake Richardson, he looks more aggressive. He is being far more aggressive than we've ever seen him in any of his last outings, keeping Jordan pinned up against the fence, not giving him any room to create distance or space and get back to his feet.
But this is exactly it. I mean, you just don't know how fighters are going to react to their first loss in their professional careers, you know what I mean? Dom Ma Pham, I mean, always got heart, always got tremendous talent. He lost a fight to a man who's now the Eternal lightweight champion, and here he is. He's making some adjustments, and you just love to see it. You love to see someone be reborn. The Phoenix, they should call him, not just the Street Buddha, the Street Phoenix.
We're giving him too many nicknames tonight. I'm sure he'd be appreciative of all the praise that we're giving him inside the booth as he goes to work inside the cage, working that right knee with his left knee. Taking Thomas again for a ride as he goes down for the 2nd time in round 1.
And watch him try and set up this crucifix again. He tries to isolate that left arm of Thomas, he does with his knee, and then lands some vicious elbows.
Minute 45 gone.
Happy to take the guard here and land some more shots. I mean, it's been all Dom Ma Pham this first 3.5 minutes, T.
Absolutely relentless has the Street Buddha been in round 1. I'm sure if we see a 2nd round, Jordan will be looking to keep this fight standing. Look to utilize those tools he's developed over the years in combat sports.
Minute 20, Dom.
something else that's worth noting is that Dom is not only is he chilling in the guard, he's also pressing Jordan up against the cage. It makes it that much harder to build yourself back up, especially from that closed guard position. So, I mean, he's looking for either going to get that triangle or he's going to get pounded out here.
Well, those are heavy elbows, and you can hear the crowd reacting to every single strike that Marfan lands. There's no secret as to who the Southport Sharks locals are behind. Surely some of them would have made the trip down the M1 from Brisbane to be here tonight to support Street Buddha.
Oh, they love Street Buddha here in Southport
Who
Sharks.
doesn't love Street Buddha, Blake?
Oh, that's absolutely right. He's a fan favourite, is Don Marfan, and in his third professional outing. I mean, it speaks volumes to the support that you have over here in the east coast of Australia, but also the exciting prospects. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Wise to it.
I dare say Marfan far too experienced to see any sort of offense that Thomas has to offer him here as we count down the final 10 seconds of our first round. Phil Cassidy calls time on round one. Main card here at Eternal 77.
Ooh. Beautiful. Caught the kick straight onto the body lock and pressuring to take the back against the cage. They don't look like much, those knees to the back of the hamstring, Tanira, but I'll tell you firsthand, they don't tickle. They prompt you to make a move.
I assume they wouldn't tickle. Are you speaking from personal experience, being inside the training room of Scrappy MMA?
A little bit of personal experience, but also just some empathy. Witnessing a knee go into the hamstring. Common sense, really, but some nice defense here from Jordan Thomas. Oh, vicious elbow against the cage.
And down goes Thomas again. 3 for 3 is Marfan for takedowns in this bout.
He's got that high tripod, staying high. Oh, looking like possibly ready to take the back here. He's got that far crab hook there, making it that much harder. But good job by Thomas using the cage to not let Don Marfan get that far hook in. Oh, we've got that far wrist control there. Landing a few little shots against the cage is Don Marfan.
Thomas trying to take him for a ride, but unsuccessful as that underhook proves too strong for Marfan.
And this is what happens sometimes, T, when you've got someone who is going first and being aggressive and doing what they do, even when you're defending well, you're not getting any offense off yourself, you know. So Don Marfan is leading the dance here. Jordan Thomas reacting well, but you can't help but think in the judge's eyes, Don Marfan is the one that's pressing a lot of the action. Again, using that head position just to know where the head is in order to land those strikes. You don't even need to look. It's a nice move there from Dom.
We talk about position and also head pressure. It's almost an underrated skill. Using that head, that forehead, or the top of the head rather, to pressure under the chin and lift the posture of Thomas as he looks to land another elbow on the break. They separate. Spinning back fist deflects off the shoulder of Marfan. They trade jabs in the center now. The right hand sneaks through for Thomas. Oh, and again for Jordan Thomas.
Back into his cage position here. Jordan Thomas, what I liked of seeing that is he's had a hard second round, but as soon as they broke away, he was pressing the action. He had the look in his eye. He wanted to do some damage, and that's always good to see. He's not lost faith in himself and still looking to be aggressive in this fight.
And this is bread and butter for Don Marfan, especially training out of Team Compton. He would have done this many times, but it's Thomas trying to have the final say in round two as we approach just over 90 seconds now remaining. More pressure from the Street Buddha.
It's worth noting as well the physical maturing and development of these fighters as they come in. You know, Dom Marfan looking much more dense as he steps into the Eternal cage every single time. These men.
Well, he's been doing this since he was 17 years of age, and if you remember, Blake, when he stepped onto the Eternal scene, he was quite slim. I don't want to say skinny.
No, nice
but he
job.
was quite slim, very athletic. He's kept that athleticism, but added some serious size and power to his frame.
And just as you say athleticism, there he is with a beautiful takedown.
Right on cue as the street Buddha. And they're right in front of us now, full guard for Thomas. But stuffed up against the fence, courtesy of Dom Marfan.
You got 20 seconds, Thomas, start the boss.
20 seconds here, and you'd think Dom Marfan would be comfortable to ride out the round, but again, not the cloth from which he was cut, still trying to land some damage. And Jordan himself landing a few elbows off the bottom.
To the body and head for Marfan, elbows creeping through the guard. Jordan Thomas will make it out of round 2. Phil Cassidy signals us underway. That's better striking from Thomas on the inside. He landed a nice uppercut and left hook.
The right hand got through there, got Dom's attention. When you've been relentlessly grappled by someone like Dom, you're thinking, when's that shot coming? When's that shot coming, you know? And here's Jordan. Oh, some action against the cage here. Oh, the hands up in the air. The showboating from Dom. He's hitting a couple of shots, though. He's got to move.
He's got to get off the cage. He wills him on, and Jordan Thomas acknowledges as a straight right, followed by a deep shot to those hips. The street Buddha, well, he knew he had to get out of there. Quick, smart, Blake.
Well, ask and you shall receive, said Jordan Thomas. I mean, my goodness, there was multiple hard-hitting shots. And it just speaks to the experience of Jordan Thomas and the grit, really, that he's had some hard grappling rounds. They tax the arms, but he's still got a bit of pop in those shots, too.
He does indeed. Fatigue not a factor for Thomas, as Marfan looks to sap the gas tank of Jordan. More of the same from what we saw in rounds 1 and 2. He picks him up and down he goes again. 5 from 5 for Marfan.
He's got that guillotine grip, but no, he's let it go. Good decision there. Dom was a bit too high. Finish that, and you can always risk getting bond fluid or just gassing the arms even further. Jordan Thomas has shown, though, that if he can get up to the feet and create a bit of space, he can do some real damage.
I think what you saw there was a bit of confidence shown from Marfan. He almost put his hands up and said, come on, show me what you got. And Jordan Thomas did exactly that. And Dom Marfan given no choice but to go back to plan A.
It was a good plan, T.
Well, it's working for him now, but Jordan Thomas, if he can get this fight back to the feet, he certainly has success in the striking department, but Dom Marfan just smothering him at the moment, not letting him get anything off from guard.
Absolutely. Well, as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, T. I mean,
I totally agree.
Beautiful. And he's got the back there. He's a bit high, but he's got the double underhooks there to keep him high. 2.5 minutes to work. And Dom is dangerous from here. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Oh, he's...
Good defense there by Jordan. Almost looked like Dom was going to slide his way into mount.
Oh, good scramble from Thomas, absolutely. Well timed. Pulling that inside leg off the cage seems to be a go-to for Dom Marfan, and it's paying dividends tonight, T, as we find him on top yet again in round number 3.
I don't know what the official stats are, but you'd have to say that total control time for Dom Marfan would be close to 15 minutes. As he has not given Jordan Thomas an inch to move, breathe, or even progress his position as we count down the final minute and a half of our 3rd round.
Well, I have a funny feeling, T, with the revitalised Don Marfan with the emergence of Street Buddha. He's not going to want to coast it to a decision. I still think for this last 60 seconds, he's going to do all he can to get a finish, whether it be a ground and pound or a submission. But Jordan Thomas showing no signs of quitting whatsoever.
No, you've got to give credit to the heart of Jordan Thomas, but sometimes it's a compliment, other times it's an insult when you say how tough a fighter is, considering the beating they've just taken. To Jordan's credit, he hasn't taken too many clean, significant strikes on the feet, but, oh, goodness me, that's a knee there. He may have been down, but Phil Cassidy says continue to work.
It wasn't significant. It wasn't anything that caused a big change in position or too much damage. A good call from Phil Cassidy there, but as we approach the last 20 seconds, Don Marfan still implementing his bread and butter.
He had something to prove here at Eternal 77. He has done just that. The new and improved Street Buddha will go the distance with Jordan Thomas, but it's no secret, Blake Richardson.
We go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score the fight 30-27 for a unanimous decision. The